What's up, y'all? It's your man Jin, and in this video, I'm going to talk about emotional attachment and logical attachment, where the emotional attachment is by far the most dominant one. The emotional attachment is the one that we need to focus the most on. And how am I going to conduct this video and talk about these two things? I'm going to share a personal story of my own. It's the easiest way. So the other day I was out with a girl, and very beautiful girl, very like joyful in a way, and also cute. So I enjoyed, talking with her until I found out during the date that she had some red flags, you call them, like basically some misalignments, that I really, obviously I didn't agree with those things that she said, and was a bit concerned that, wow, okay, like she has her own way to see life, like fair enough, but doesn't really align with me. But then flash forward, she also ended up like I still write her because my egoic mind is too strong. Like it still wants her despite these flags. But my higher self said to me basically like you need to dump her, like you need to let go of her. Like there's plenty of other fish out there in the sea. Just let go of this girl. Like she ain't for you. But as you guys know that your egoic mind many times are stronger than your higher self. It's a real art to listen to the higher self instead of the egoic mind. But I will talk more about that in future videos. Really exciting stuff. But anyway, in this video, I had the thing that I really wanted this girl because of my egoic mind, but then my higher self obviously didn't want her. But I had hard time letting go of her because she ended up dumping me. So despite her ending up dumping me, and despite she were having these red flags, these concerns, I couldn't let go. Logically, it all made sense. Like she has moved on. She had red flags. Okay, let go. Like go out there, meet other women, but I couldn't until I figure out to isolate. This is key. This is key. Listen carefully. Isolate the emotion. The emotion behind my attachment. Like, why was I attached to her in an emotional way? The thing was that I figured out that she was very touchy on the date. So when she touched my face, immediately I tapped into my childhood. I tapped into the lack of love from my own mother, the lack of nurture, lack of compassion, everything in this department in my childhood. So I figured out that the fact that she was so feminine and she was so touchy triggered something back into my childhood, something I didn't really have, and I was compensating for the lack of love and nurture by being with her because this woman could give me something that I lacked. As soon as I figured that out, an explosion happened inside of my skull, and I had much easier time to let go. It was magical, to say the least. Because now I figure out, okay, the root cause of this, the reason for me not have the capability to let go of this girl, even though she already dumped me, even though she had all these red flags, was because she triggered something that was missing in my childhood that I haven't worked on to a degree where I could let go, where I could be satisfied, where I could just be happy about myself and let go every time I meet someone, someone that I liked. So this is key. So as soon as I figured out, okay, this is the emotion. This is the emotion that I'm lacking of. I started to dive into my childhood and started to find my inner child and start to heal on that inner child and started to, connect with the mother even more and ask her more deeper personal questions about, did you even like, did you love me? I'll even ask her like, did you love me at that time, I guess? But now I understand why. Like now I understand that she loved me, but she couldn't love me because she was controlled, and my dad kind of put a cap on her, in an emotional cap on her, so she couldn't express herself. So really deep inside she loved me, but she just couldn't express it properly because she was not allowed to. So as soon as I figured all of these things out, I forgave myself of having this misunderstanding of thinking that my mom didn't love me, because that was the case. In my case, I thought for many, many years that my mom didn't love me, you know. So that is the root. So I forgave myself for thinking that. I forgave my mother of her restricted knowledge, and I forgave my father because there was a reason why my father put a cap on my mother so she couldn't love me. You know, so as soon as I did all that and I filled up my love tank and I visited my inner child and filled up the love in the inner child's love tank, everything just blossomed, you know. So now I have much easier time to let go. So let's say if I go out with another girl and she also shows some signs that, okay, she's probably not it, but then my egoic mind wants her, I have much easier time to let go. Matter of fact, like, it, I can be able to reject women firsthand. So if I see somebody that I feel like, okay, like this woman has a lot of red flags, she has a lot of misalignments, I can be able to reject her. To reject. I don't need to wait for her to reject me. I can reject her much faster and much easier.